What's up, guys? Flashbang here. Hey, Arcade Frenzy. Let me see if the shoutouts work today. Why? Why what? Whatever do you mean? Did that work? Okay, it worked for Ark. Now, let's try to do it for Princey. Well, after that one runs out. Hope y'all are doing good though, but while I wait for dodges. Okay, alright. Now let's just jump right into it, guys. You just wasted your points, because I guess the sound alerts isn't working today. I'm invincible. Whoa, L. Rigged. Lol. Alright, now let's try to do it for Princey. Does it just not work for Princey? Like, what the hell? I guess I'm gonna have to use my less cool bot one. There you go. It's not as good as the Twitch shoutout, but it's something. Okay. Twitch gonna kick your ass. Can't you say he's gonna kick my butt? Oh, no problem, Princey. Alright. Let's see. Does anybody remember in particular where we left off? I feel like I remember Reina having, like... Wait, no, never mind. I remember. So, we was watching Reina's flashback, and then Reina remembered she had the scrapbook from, Mio. So, I guess she's reading that now? Reina was talking about the magazine. Yeah. I remember now. I remember. About homing ability and homesickness. If you interpret homing ability in a broad sense, you can say that most animals have a homing ability. It's the same with humans. We like to sleep, rest, and eat at a place where we feel comfortable, namely our homes. Your home is to you what nests are to animals. Therefore, we can say that humans have a homing ability as well. First of all, why do animals need a nest? The answer is the same as humans. Sleeping, resting, and eating are the essential actions for survival. At the same time, those actions leave one defenseless as well. That's why you need a safe area where you can be defenseless. Everybody knows that not having this safe area results in a high level of stress. When you move an animal to a new environment, it naturally becomes stressed. When you force a person to live in a foreign land where they aren't comfortable, they become greatly stressed as well. Everybody also knows that this kind of stress is called homesickness. The Japanese don't know much about homesickness. We defined it as mental weakness. We neglected to treat it for a long period of time. However, homesickness has a very long history. In Europe's Middle Ages, people believed that it wasn't a mental, but rather a physical disease. People also believed that out of everyone, the Swiss got the disease the most. The Swiss, you see, were known to be an ethnic group that worked away from home in that era. They lived far away from their homes, there were no telephones at that time, so they couldn't even hear their families' voices for ages and ages. It's easy to imagine that the young Swiss workers got homesick while working in a strange land. The Swiss who got homesick wanted to go home. But they couldn't because of their jobs. The conflict made them weak physically and mentally, Some of them went crazy and tried to escape from their reality by committing suicide or running away. The Swiss at the time were very superstitious, and many folk remedies and occult-like treatments to prevent homesickness went around. Since going home was the only treatment, they must have called it a fatal disease. But it isn't really one, of course. Specifically, homesickness is a sign of that human homing instinct, your brain's desire to go back to your safe area, namely your home. At first, your brain makes you remember the happy memories of your home, and it urges you to go home in a natural way. But when reason stops you from achieving your desire, your brain starts sending unnatural signals to your body. As a result, your body gets weak, and that makes it more difficult for you to live in a strange land. In the end, you have to bend reason in order to achieve your desire to go home. So, homesickness is born from our homing instincts. And the stronger one's homing instinct is, the stronger their homesickness. The strength of that homing instinct varies from individual to individual, and depends on the environment in which those individuals live. When your home is safe and the environment you live in is dangerous, your homing instinct grows stronger. On the other hand, when the environment you live in is safer than your homing instinct becomes very weak. Safety isn't the only element that affects its strength. Cultural aspects affect it too. The many customs demanding families to return home for major events varies with each region, so your birthplace culture also alters the strength of your homing instinct. Amongst those regions, the transcendents of Onigafuchi village were believed to have an excessively strong homing instinct. The people of Onigafuchi forbade their fellows from ever leaving. Many believe this was the effect of the elitism and sense of purity I already mentioned before. People today still strongly believe that Oyashiro-sama puts his curse on you if you break his rule and abandon the village. This superstition can be interpreted as homesickness. If homesickness is directly proportional to one's homing instinct, then the exaggerated expression, curse, would signify the strength of that homesickness and also their homing instinct. Chimkin. Hey, soldier. I can assume that they hated the outside world and created an insular society, precisely because of their powerful homing ability. Chimkin. Unfortunately, there's no way to measure the strength of the homing ability that the primitive people of Onigafuchi had. It was so strongly forbidden to leave the village that nobody left long enough to get homesick. However, after the Meiji era, things had changed. The sacredness of Onigafuchi dwindled with the efforts of modernization. Many young people started longing for a city life, and some people were forced to leave the village to get a job. As a result, villagers started venturing outside the village borders. Yeah, the brick's not working today. Ark got trolled with that before, and I mean, hey. We'll make it work. Oh, brother. That was when the Transcendents of Onigafuchi realized how strong their homing ability was for the first time. The residents of Hinamizawa got extremely homesick. After a while, people started to call this homesickness the curse of Oyashiro-sama. It became rumored that a person who left the village to get a job in a strange land was cursed, that he went crazy and died, and people who had left the village started coming back to either it or the nearby town. I'm gonna send a carrier pigeon to your house so I could throw bricks at you. Well, that's awfully rude. Bro, a carrier pigeon is not throwing a brick at me. I'm catching that brick and I'm sending it to Valhalla with that same brick. I'll pay half the fees. Their homesickness and their homing ability were very strong, because of their culture. Catch the brick and eat it. Why would I eat a brick? It's reasonable to think that these were cultivated by the unique religion in Hinamizawa, namely the cult of Oyashiro-sama. Yeah, the brick's not working today. Hey, Fuki. From the moment they were born, they were taught the rules of Oyashiro-sama. They must have felt guilty about leaving the village unconsciously.
What the dog doing?
As a result, they considered their homesickness to be the curse of Oyashiro-sama. I'm not sure if their homesickness got stronger because of the rules of Oyashiro-sama, or if they made the rules of Oyashiro-sama because their homesickness got stronger. I whomped brick. I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Selectively broken sound. Well, the thing is, those are from two different sites. I done the brick one on Twitch's official, soundalerts.com, and I did the other, most of them from Blurp. The Blurp ones work fine. The one that's from Twitch's soundalerts.com, they don't work because, of course it don't work. Why would it work? I don't know which came first. I got tired of reading such small print and lay down on the floor on my back. The true identity of the curse of Oyashiro-sama is homesickness? Mio-san believed my story and she let me read these scrapbooks. That's why I expected to find something interesting. But what it's saying is that the answer to all is homesickness? Which many doctors told me so many times at counseling. I'm a little upset. The word homesickness can't explain the extraordinary experience I had. Yeah, guys, you ever just be so homesick that you just get maggots crawling under your skin that literally live in your veins? It's wild how that happens. Wild what homesickness does to an MFer. Yeah, all the time. How the F can a home be sick? Happening right now. I saw Oyashiro-sama come down to me from a bright light in the bathroom. I saw the dusky red, nasty maggots come out of my blood vessels. This scrapbook doesn't explain any of that. I don't understand how Mio-san was going to explain the cloud of maggots. Maybe she didn't have any explanation of that to begin with. Was it just a delusion? I flipped through one of the other scrapbooks Mio-san let me borrow, looking for an explanation of the maggots I saw. Then, I found it. It had the exact title I was looking for. About maggots and the curse of Oyashiro-sama. In the Meiji era, a group of villagers were on their way back to Hinamizawa, and they started discussing a rumor about a weird disease. They said that maggots started crawling out of the wounds of a person who left Hinamizawa, and that the maggots ate the person's body from the inside. I'm kind of low energy right now because I had a panic attack for several hours, so sorry if I'm a little... oh my god, I hope you're okay, Frenzy. I'm sorry that happened. Don't apologize at all. Just get you some rest if you need to. You're not going to offend me. I promise. The Shinto priest of the Faraday Shrine at the time explained that the weird disease was a sign of the curse of Oyashiro-sama. No problem. And hope it gets better. I really do. According to tradition, the Shinto priest showed the villagers an ancient scroll, and he told them that the story of the maggots had been passed down through the ages. This is what the scroll said. The world where the demons came from must be interpreted as the land of the death. And the demons in that land of death had to live their lives while being eaten by maggots. The villagers who are of the demon's blood had nothing to worry about as long as they lived in Hinamizawa under the protection of Oyashiro-sama. That's interesting. Something about that makes Prinzy's theory that this is all taking place in hell and all the characters are actually sinners that already have lived in hell after dying. That makes it more plausible, actually. if you think about it. That wasn't my theory, that was Prinzy's. A game theory. Thanks for... But once they left Hinamizawa, abandoning that protection, the maggots that had been sleeping in the blood of the demons would start to awaken, and they'd eat their bodies from the inside out. This maggot disease scared the villagers for a while, and they asked the shrine to provide them with protective talismans whenever they had to leave the village on business. This is interesting, as it's similar to the way homesickness was dealt with by the Swiss in the Middle Ages. After the war started, the delusion of the maggot disease faded away. Wait, I need to read that again. I was just trying to find them. Protective talismans. After the war started, the delusion of the maggot disease faded away. But there remained a custom to send talismans to families that lived away from Hinamizawa. Okay. So there is a counteract to it if you have a talisman, quote unquote. What that talisman is, I don't know. The talismans had the word maggot on them. But the most interesting part about all of this is that the residents of Hinamizawa didn't know about the maggot disease until the rumors began. I'd thought that their unconscious worship made those people think of homesickness as a curse. So this case of the previously unknown maggot disease directly contradicted the research I had done so far. It's natural to think that the group of people who were on their way back to the village were lost in a mass delusion because they strongly believed in the curse, and that the Shinto priest took advantage of their state of panic to instill a deeper faith in them. Yeah, Japanese talismans tend to be a strip of paper with kanji on them. I see. But I'm not fully convinced that it was merely a coincidence that this mass delusion matched with the story in the old picture scroll. I wonder if it's possible to see maggots in a wound without having the prerequisite knowledge when a person is cursed by Oyashiro-sama. I wish Oyashiro-sama would put his curse on someone I could study. It's kind of morbid, Mio, but you do you, boo. I'd love to see those maggots coming out of someone. Okay, alright, Mio. Alright. I felt as if Mio was here and making that request of me. I remember. When she gave me the scrapbooks, she said I might be the only one who could understand them. I felt good just for a moment. Mio X maggots confirmed. Ark, that is so unbelievably fucked up, I'm not even going to reply to that. Oh my god. Because I found out that the maggots weren't a delusion. But at the same time, it destroyed my excuse that it was a delusion. The maggots weren't a delusion. They were there. All of a sudden, my wrists, elbows, inner thighs, and neck started itching. I felt the urge to cut open a blood vessel, but I quietly held it down. Actually, saying that reminded me of another highly acclaimed VN. Oh boy. I remembered that Mio-san looked very serious when I talked about the maggots. She must have thought it was creepy. But so did I. While I was crying because nobody believed me, a part of me didn't want to believe that my body was filled with those creepy things. I think part of me wanted to believe that it was a delusion. My mind is going blank. I remember Mio appeared yesterday, but I can't remember her. She was the blonde lady. The blonde old lady that went, Ara! Yeah, blonde-haired nurse. But now I know it wasn't. It wasn't a delusion. There are some people who had the same experience. She oughta uttered the mochi live on stream, true. Maggots in the demon's blood will awaken when you lose the protection of Oyashiro-sama. In other words, they may not awaken under the protection of Oyashiro-sama. But all the villagers still have the maggots in them without knowing it. People of the demon's blood are people who have the creepy maggots in their bodies. I tried not to jump to conclusions and flipped the pages again. I unconsciously looked for something related to maggots. So this would explain... Let me see. This would explain why the, we were talking about how she had a nice voice yesterday. Yeah. Why, when somebody injects the drug, quote-unquote, with a syringe, it's not really detectable in an autopsy or anything like that. Because maybe there's no actual drug in it. Maybe it's just something that's meant to awaken the maggots, whether you're in Hinamizawa or not. And that could support my theory that Oyashiro-sama is a real thing and it's just torturing the villagers. Because it has no drug, its only purpose is meant to awaken the maggots that are already in the residents of Hinamizawa. But at the same time, it was that drug that's been... that killed Keiichi in the first chapter, I believe, because he also killed himself due to that. But Keiichi was not always a resident of Hinamizawa. He moved here. He wasn't even born here, he just straight up moved here. So, that's interesting. It's been 20 minutes and it's been exclusively maggot lore. It's interesting though, it's interesting. Being a good mod is always... Golden is a good mod. Both Golden and Soldier. I appreciate them both. I unconsciously looked for something related to maggots. About parasites and control of the host. The maggot disease made me think about something. Is it possible to say that the extremely strong homesickness of Hinamizawa was an infectious disease caused by some kind of parasite? I don't know. If it turns out to be a parasite, I'm never gonna hear the end of it from Golden. I'm not trying to connect the maggots they saw with parasites. I'm trying to think about the possibility that their culture... Oh, shit. This is not Reina. She's reading the book. What the fuck, favoritism not calling me a good mod unfold? That's because I don't think you are a mod, Ark. I don't think I ever did make you a mod. I don't think I did. I don't know. You're a good friend. The maggot disease made me think about something. Is it possible to say that the extremely strong homesickness of Hinamizawa was an infectious disease caused by some kind of parasite? Look, me being a mod or not is the point I'm making. Oh my god. I'm not trying to connect the maggots they saw with parasites. I'm trying to think about the possibility that their culture, or their religion, might be associated with an infectious disease. Many infectious diseases are caused unintentionally by parasites. Unintentionally. Dude, I'm telling you. Most parasites are just evil, man. They're just evil. A parasite's host is literally its home. It wants to live within the host's body for as long as it can. The best way to do that is to coexist with the host without the host knowing it. But some parasites try to control their host and use them for prosperity. For example, some parasites have an ability to control their host, in order to force them to be eaten by a superior host. A typical example is the... I'm gonna need Golden for that one, I have no idea what that is. Dicrocolium dendriticum. It uses snails or ants as immediate host, and it forces them to move to the upper side of vegetarian so that it's easier for a superior host to consume it. One parasite that controls more complicated animals is called Toxoplasma. Oh, I know. Toxoplasma gondii. I know this one. It uses mice as immediate host, with the superior host being cats. Yeah, this is, I think Toxoplasma is, infamous. Because that's the reason, that's the reason why pregnant women, shouldn't, like, do the litter. Spoopy, yeah. What do you mean not Toxoplasma? It says it right there. The lancet liver fluke. The lancet liver fluke is a parasite fluke that tends to live in cattle or other grazing mammals. It's wrong? Oh yeah, if it's so wrong, Golden, then why is it there in black and white text? I just destroyed you with facts and logic. This parasite makes a mouse lose its fear of cats in order to increase its chance of getting eaten, so that the parasite can live within a cat instead. Is a translated work? I don't know. Shrugs. Wikipedia says Toxoplasma gondii too. Dang, Golden. Are you saying that you know more than Wikipedia? You just got owned. And Wikipedia cannot be wrong. My teachers are liars. True. Me and Ark really just be destroying Golden with facts and logic. Get owned. Oh, God. There are parasites that choose hosts at random. The rabies virus is commonly known for that. I'd like to see you pass a taxonomy class. Hey, I'm not the one trying to argue with Wikipedia. It lives and breeds in the brain of a host, and it moves into the host's saliva through the salivary glands. It makes the host extremely aggressive, in order to make it bite through things randomly, so that it in turn can move on into other hosts through the saliva. Yeah, Golden, but they got mods. They got mods. So you could change it, but then it gets fixed almost immediately. Bam. Facts and logic yet again. Facts and logic never fails. That's what rabies does. Many parasites have a similar ability to control hosts to their benefit. The examples I used above are about parasites that move into other hosts to prosper. Yeah, but those few mods, Golden, they are the Chad mods. Golden, if it wasn't obvious before, I'm joking. But I think there must be some kind of parasite that controls its host in order to have a comfortable environment in which to live. I want to try to connect this theory to the abnormal homing ability and homesickness of the Onigafuchi residents. Hello again, Fuki. Let's say there's some kind of parasite that exists in Hinamizawa, and it lives within all of the villagers' bodies. For the parasite, Hinamizawa is the most comfortable environment to live in. So it gives the host a strong homing ability, in order to make them stay in Hinamizawa. Furthermore, it causes the host to get homesick whenever they ignore this homing ability and try to leave. Parasites need hosts in which to live. It's convenient for them if their hosts build a community in the environment where it feels comfortable. Stop perceiving me. This theory makes it easier for me to explain the mysteries I described earlier. Guess I gotta unfollow. The Transcendents of Onigafuchi knew about the existence of this parasite. They knew that, as hosts to the parasites, they couldn't live outside of the village. That's why they created a culture and rules that prohibit contact with the outside world. It also explains why people acted so abnormal during the dam conflict. So, the demons that came out of the swamp in the legend of Oyashiro-sama can be interpreted as the mass spread of the parasite. Another pit. Oh gosh! Try to lay down, Prinsey. I hope it doesn't last long. Golden has already seen how bad I am at games and why I won't I'm sure you're not that bad, Fuki. The story about the demons attacking the villagers must be a metaphor for the behavior of the infected villagers who were controlled by the parasite. This theory is too crazy. I should have just laughed about it. But I felt bad for Mio-san, so I decided not to. Maybe if you get up and try to walk around, maybe that'll, allow you to exercise some of the stress out. I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I wish I could give better advice. Mimizawa is controlled by a parasite? You could use that theory to explain how the maggots came out of me. I felt a little bit dizzy. I was so confused. And a part of me thought it was ridiculous. And another part of me thought it was more convincing than any curse. But Mio-san was probably erased because she wrote these scrapbooks. If so, the contents of these scrapbooks must be something that they can't ignore. They try to get all of her scrapbooks and consign them to oblivion. I'm sorry. I know. I know when I say sorry, it's most of the time it's not my fault, but I can't help it. It's but is there like any kind of medicine that they prescribed you or anything that helps with it? What if they noticed some of her scrapbooks are missing? I felt a chill running through my spine. I have to keep it a secret that I have these scrapbooks. And I'll have to try to understand more about their contents. I remember Mio-san told me that the three families are behind the series of the mysterious deaths, and that they're trying to resurrect the cult of Oyashiro-sama. According to the theory I just read, the parasite must be trying to maintain the current environments of Hinamizawa. The healthiest environment for it is a completely closed village, just like the primitive Onigafuchi. It must be very comfortable for the parasite if no hosts go outside the village. They don't even like that the villagers often leave the village to go shopping. That means the parasite would try to goad the host into resurrecting the cult of Oyashiro-sama. Huh? I remember there was an article in the scrapbook saying that the demon's blood runs thickest in the three families. That would mean that they have a larger amount of the parasite in them than the other villagers, and that they're under its control. The three families seem to be planning to bring the village back to the Onigafuchi era, reviving the Watanagashi festival after the dam conflict, can be interpreted as their desire to revive the faith that had started to fade away in the Meiji era. The three families, especially the... Okay, here's the thing with the parasite theory. You're assuming that parasites are smart, first of all.
Excuse me?
Oh.
Excuse me?
Oh.
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
First of all, you're assuming that the parasites have like this in-depth knowledge of religion and just like how humans work and all this. The parasite like rabies, like I'm pretty sure doesn't think about that. It just like messes with your brain and makes you go crazy. It doesn't like have this in-depth plan of like making you stay in one place and like hiding all the parasites are not that smart. Depending on the parasite, of course, but they're not that genius. That's like way too complicated for a parasite to even comprehend. The three families, especially the Sonozaki family, have a great influence over the region and the public organizations. Maybe it's a supernatural parasite? True. That could be it. What's going on here? I thought this to be a poorly written theory, but the pieces fit together one after another. I've never played a jigsaw puzzle as crazy as this. Felt my brain swirling due to its absurd theory. A part of me thought that this was ridiculous, and another part of me thought I might be about to expose an unbelievable truth. When I tried to look into the center of it, I felt as if I was going to fall into the whirlpool and drown. I'll have to devote myself to reading more seriously. There must be some truth to this. Caused misfortune and made my life miserable after I moved to Ibaraki. I might be able to find the truth, including the cause of my parents' divorce, and my desperate behavior. Welcome back, Golden. Wait a minute. What the hell? That's strange. Oh well. My phone decided, nah, you don't need to see the stream, just hear it. Nice. Right then, I heard a knock on the door all of a sudden, scaring me. I hid the scrapbooks under a cushion.
レイナ、電話が来てるぞ。
電話？こんな時間に？誰だろう？
本屋さんからだぞ。本の取り寄せとか頼んだのか？沖宮書房の大石さんって人からだ。
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, well, that was one of the quickest cutaways I've ever seen. It's the shittiest dad. True, though. Well, no, that's not entirely true, Prinzy. You gotta remember that Gon's dad from Hunter x Hunter exists. That is the shittiest dad. I've seen worse. Flashback to Grisaya. Oh, true, that guy too. I opened the windows, but all they let in was heat and the cries of the cicadas.
味な。味ね。
Tell those who weren't there, Mochi. I mean, there's not much to say. He's just a terrible drunk that tried to keep his wife and son in basically a prison. Extorted his daughter for money. Just a bad person. God dang it, Golden. I guess I should have realized it, but why'd you ask me to explain it? It was break time between classes, but we couldn't really get any rest. Mion and I leaned on our desk, exhausted by the heat. The younger kids sure are tough, considering how the heat wasn't bothering them at all. Everyone gets one free bonk on Golden. I get 2. Everyone else gets 1, I get 2. The younger kids sure are tough, considering how the heat wasn't bothering them at all. They were running around the classroom despite the temperature.
やっぱりさ、都会の学校だと教室にもクーラーとか入ってるわけ？
そんなことねえぞ。あるのはせいぜい職員室ぐらいだな。
It'll make the kids tougher.
うわぁ、それは羨ましいね。
I finally got time to sneak by. Whoa! Whoa, how are you? Oh my gosh. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a bit. I saw that you were streaming today, but I saw that after I woke up from a 5-hour nap. How you doing, Will? Good to see you.
生徒みんなで職員室を襲って占拠とかしないの？
その辺の発想が実にミオン臭い。ああ。
I didn't even have the energy to laugh. Mion and I stopped talking and used our notebooks to fan ourselves. I had a terribly busy week, so I couldn't stay awake till 2. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what your time zone is, but that sounds... Oh my goodness. Hopefully this week is better than the last one, though. or was it that... Don't listen to me. Don't listen. It's 1:43, like, in the morning? Whoa, you do not have to stay awake to see my stream. Oh my god. Oh, I appreciate it, but don't, like, push yourself. Mion and I stopped talking and used our notebooks to fan ourselves. What if I want to? I mean, that's up to you. But, like... Oh, man. It can't stop me from feeling bad. I looked at the empty seat nearby. It was Reina's. Reina didn't come to school today. She called and told Chi-sensei that she couldn't come because she's sick.
レナのやつ、最近元気ないよな。
We are in, by the way, I'm okay. I'm off work right now anyway because of my dumb ribs. Oh god. Did you break your ribs or something? But, we're on chapter 6, and recently, we're basically in, like, a scenario that's similar to... Oh, you know where we're at? Oh, okay. Basically, it's like a scenario similar to, like, chapter 1, but so far it seems to be switching the places of Keiichi and Reina, where Oishi, is reaching out to Reina instead of Keiichi. Another dispute. It still doesn't sound fun.
暑さにやられたのかもね。
Oh, so Reina's chapter. Yeah, I guess you could say that. It's weird for me to call it Reina's chapter because, I don't know why, but this game hates me because it still makes me be Keiichi as a main character, even if it's only for a short period of time. But, we don't talk about that.
なあ、本気で暑さでやられたと思ってるのか？
そう思ってるけど。
I mean, maybe I'll finally see some of Reina.
例の一件がさ、やっぱりじわじわと来てるんじゃないのか？
Like, it's mostly been Reina. We don't talk about Keiichi. No. We don't talk about Keiichi.
かもね。 それに暑さも加わって夏バテでも起こしたんじゃないかな。
Chat, I gotta ask, do y'all prefer the weather to be cold or hot? Not in like an extreme, because obviously the extremes of both suck. But generally, do you prefer it to be colder or hotter? Cold? Based, woo. Based. Absolutely based. I can't even imagine how distressing it was for her to commit a murder, dismember the bodies, and get caught by her friends. Hotter, common golden L. I almost said W. No, common golden L. I hate sweating meat too. Hot because of my back injury and nerve damage. Oh my gosh. Well, that's understandable then. Yeah. Oh god, I never want to get a back injury. I know they suck and they're like basically permanent. Cold. I sleep in a 50-degree room and it's still too hot. Look, I've been to the equator on 2 different continents studying wildlife. South America and Africa. You been to Africa? I would hate to be near the equator, yeah. How did you make it back, Golden? I've never heard of someone going to Africa and then leaving alive. It's like Australia in that sense. I've been to the Tanzania, so I got to explore the famous Serengeti Plains. Look, I only sweat from my hands and feet like an absolute... You only sweat from your hands and feet? Actually, I think I've known someone like that. I think it was a music teacher when I was in high school? Yeah, it was high school. And I think it was like one of those... like tour of the school days before you actually like... It's like that day before the school year starts where you like go and explore the school to like see the rooms you're going to and stuff. We met the music teacher and she said she was like sweaty and stuff and she was like working, like moving chairs and all that stuff for the music room. She looked fine, but then I shook her hand and I felt like I had dipped my hand into a bucket. It's like, ugh. I don't know if she could saw it, but like I visibly twitched. And summers for me is just washing my hands 24/7. Wet hand, literally. Well, I shattered a spinal disc, so it's pretty serious. I fell asleep driving once. Oh my god. I can't even blame you for that, Prinzy. I've almost fallen asleep. It's a lot easier to fall asleep driving than most people think. Like, it really is. Especially if you're driving for long periods of time. Or if you're driving after work. It's just, your body gets exhausted and you're just, like, generally staring at the same moving scenery for the most part. It's a real thing. I'm sorry that happened, though, Prinzy. We took each other's hands at that place and we united. All of us believed that we had closed the case there and had regained our peace. But was that as easy for Reina as it was for us? Yeah, I used to overwork myself and was very sleep deprived. Yeah. I know when I was working at Arby's or like other fast food places, after work I was just done. And I very nearly crashed a couple of times. It's real. Google's out to adopt Prinzy. Golden, I don't know if you can adopt an adult. I don't know if that's how that works. But, was that as easy for Reina as it was for us? She must have not quite recovered yet.
おじさんはみんなで楽しく遊んでればそのうち元気になると思ってたんだけどね。
I've seen him adopt weirder things. Fair enough.
そこまで心の傷が浅くなかったってことかな。
こういう時さ、どうしたらレナを元気づけられるかな。
多分ほっとくのが一番じゃないかな。
Wow, Golden just destroyed me with facts and logic. Doesn't mean I didn't destroy him earlier with facts and logic though, so that's still a tie.
おいおい、そんなのでいいのかよ。俺たち仲間だろ？
Skewed perspective.
ほら、ホームシックってあるじゃない？あれもね、ちょっと寂しいからって言って、実家に電話なんかかけちゃうと、一気に発症しちゃうらしいよ。寂しい時はぐっと耐えて、例えばスポーツにでも打ち込んで気分転換を図るのが一番なんだってさ。
So I think out of the main cast, this is for people that keep asking. I've seen a couple times. I think out of the main cast, I think if I were held at gunpoint and forced to say, best girl would be like Mion, but my favorite character so far would be Reina. Because I really relate to Reina and her struggles. And I feel bad for her, and I just want to tell her it's gonna be all okay.
気分転換させてやりたくても、あいつ最近部活に加わらないし。
Oh, I missed out. And also, my friend actually brought up a good point once. In winter, you can wear more layers to be less cold, but in summer, you can't take off all your layers, so you'll just end up naked. How do you remove your skin? My favorite is Satoshi. Satoshi's based. I can't. Yeah, Satoshi's based. It's a tie between Reina and Satoshi for me.
レナはどうか知らないけどさ、人には甘えたい欲ってのがあるんだよ。そばに支えてくれる人や同情してくれる人がいると甘えたくなる欲。慰めてくれる人が現れるとさ、際限なく甘えちゃうことってない？
Tell that to a manga artist who try to paint some character as a lone wolf badass type who doesn't need anybody and they just solo everything. Sasuke. Did y'all hear that? I don't know. It's a weird echo.
どうだろうな。
際限なく甘えるってことは、相手の同情をより深く得ようとするってこと。
Ah, yes, no. There's a zipper under your hair. That's how you really. Mochi, did I ever tell you about the story? Yeah, you told me, Golden. I don't want to hear it again. Thank you. He took off my flesh suit. No, you're gonna show your lizard skin. We're not. Woo. Didn't we agree that we're not supposed to show our lizard skin until, like, the day of the takeover? Like, don't be stupid, okay, please? Also, don't try me to this lizard cult. Also, by the way, how did the previous chapter end? How did it end? It's hard to say because it ended pretty much like how chapter 2 ended. It was basically chapter 2 but through Shion's perspective. Basically almost everyone died. Almost everyone, not quite everyone, but yeah. Oh my! Oh my God, Sugar! Hello! Oh my God! Thank you so much. Let me do a shout out for you. Oh my God! Oh my God! I can't type fast enough. Hold on, I'll think that. I need to go faster. There we go. Sugar, how are you? How was your stream? Thank you, EHRJECRIEHDT for the follow. Who's Jacob? Oh, that's what you want me to call you. Oh, okay. Man. Bro, I'm fumbling and stumbling all over the place. Well, for those that are a part of the raid, my name's Mochi. I am a Bearman PNG / VTuber. I play mostly visual novels. Last time we played Grisaya, and not today. For a while, we've been on Higurashi. We're on chapter 6. I mostly stream visual novels, but I also like to stream Pokemon. Sometimes when I remember, we have Video Fridays where y'all can suggest me videos and I watch them. But thank y'all so much for joining, and I hope y'all's stream was great, and thank you so much for everyone that's dropped by. I'm sorry to raid and run, but I have to lurk because I'll be spending some time with family. Hope you have a good stream. No problem. Thank you so much for the raid, Sugar. We love and appreciate you. Thank you. And I will take care of your viewers for you as the dependable bear man I am.
そうすると、ケイちゃんは慰めてるつもりなのに、相手はどんどん落ち込んでいっちゃうことがあるんだよね。
The visual novel we're reading today is called Higurashi, and it's basically like these people that live in a village where a string of mysterious deaths happen on the same day every year, and we're basically trying to solve the mystery of that. No, nobody wants to hear that story, Golden. Nobody. God dang it, Princey. Sorry, I'm gonna go to sleep for 30 minutes. No problem, Jacob. Thank you so much for stopping by. And thank you for the follow. Hey, by the way, did you know that the maker of this visual novel, or I think the writer of Higurashi, is now doing a new Silent Hill? I did. I think Dusty told me that once, and that really surprised me.
慰められて甘えられる。これに味を占めると、不幸に酔うのが癖になる。
Yeah, they're doing Silent Hill F, and it does look really nice. That's epic. Let's hope it doesn't have as much sus stuff as Higurashi has had, because if that's the case, that's worrying.
レナもその辺分かってるから、わざと一人になろうとしてるんじゃない？
I'm a bit torn with Silent Hill. I've never played Silent Hill.
慰めや甘えが目的だったら、私たちのそばにいて涙を流せば済むわけだし。
じゃあ、落ち込んでるレナをどう励ませばいいんだよ。
Never played it, just read most of the story.
女の心情としては、辛さを励ましてくれるより、忘れさせてくれる方が嬉しいね。
You're not a horror fan? That's understandable. I am a horror fan, just most horror nowadays sucks. Like, the stuff they come out with is booty cheeks. My friend is really into Pyramid Head, so I had to educate myself. You talking Chines? Huh? Best memories of my childhood was me watching my dad play Silent Hill and Resident Evil. Golden, I'm ignoring your message because I'm a rebel. Dad played it. Apparently.
慰めるな、励ますな。
He was a gamer. Oh, let's go. Prinzy's dad was a gamer. That means he's epic. You know, he gets a pass from me, Prinzy.
なんだよ、お手上げじゃないかよ。
慰めるな励ますなは心理カウンセラーの鉄則だって知ってる？
My dad only plays FIFA.
Loser. Loser.
Stupid. I'm kidding. That's a joke, by the way. No, he's. I'm sorry, Princey. Oh, I'm sorry about that.
結局、心の傷ってのは自分で治すようにできてる。 周りの人が直したとしても、それは本当の完治じゃない。だから、レナが自分で元気になるのを私たちは見守るしかないんだよ、きっと。
It's Golden. Whoa. You just gotta learn to not ask questions with Golden and just shake your head up and down. He's like, yep. Mm-hmm.
理屈じゃ理解できるが、なんだか薄情な気がして好きになれねえな。
Why compete when you're taller? I clasped my hands behind the back of my head, looking at the ceiling. Mion laughed.
それだけレナのことを心配してくれるケイちゃんが身近にいるなら、レナは大丈夫だよ。
Know what's Geno? Genu? Geno? I do not. I'd love to learn about it, though. I would never lower myself to lizard standards. Wow, whoa. That's mean. I don't know the term for that, but that's just mean in general. Yes, is Chines? I don't know what Chines is either. What did I come back to?
立ち直れるよ。
It's China. Oh, Chinese! Oh my god. Oh no. No, I just messed up languages again. Nobody show Jacob that clip of me. Nobody show Jacob that clip of me mixing up Japanese and Spanish. Because that didn't happen. Is it whoa? Is that how you spell the woman's name? Yeah. Like how you like to be called Prinzy, she likes to be called Woe. Did Mochi forget that China's a country? Shut up! You pronounce it Woo. Woo, you don't get to decide how stuff's pronounced when you criticize me on how I say my Bara, even though I looked at the freaking clip you showed me and I said it the exact same way. You don't get to tyrannize me on how to pronounce stuff.
近くにいるだけでか？うさんくさいな。
圭一にだってできることがありますですよ。
Rika-chan spoke up. I wonder how long she'd been listening to our conversation.
俺にもできることがあるのか？
レナが話したいと思った時や打ち明けたいと思った時に静かに聞いてあげることなのです。
I would not trust Keiichi to be a good listener.
聞くだけでいいのか？励まさなくていいのかよ。
ケイちゃん、打ち明けるだけで心が軽くなるもんだよ。
That's true. I don't think Keiichi is the person to talk to, though.
静かに耳を傾けるのが何よりも嬉しい時ってある。
ミーの言う通りなのですよ。レナが話したいと思った時、いつでも話しかけられる場所にいてあげるのもきっと仲間として大切なことなのだと思いますです。
Oh my god, I was completely... Oh my god, I don't know what happened.
I got some jelly beans.
I wasn't looking at chat for such a long time. Oh my god. This is rather depressing.
I got some jelly beans. I like jelly beans.
Terrorize you for whatever we want. No, you don't. You're the streamer now, it's so chat does. Moshu is my name in China. Okay. Skyrim has a blade called the Blade of Wu, so all my friends keep sending me that thing like, it's your blade. I bet Keiichi doesn't even respect woman. It's made by
jelly beans. I like jelly beans.
Bro, come back. I'm gonna eat. Bye. Sorry, no problem. We gotta show my apartment to a potential roommate. No problem, Princey.
I got some jelly beans. I like jelly beans.
I do like jelly beans. Thank you for the bits, Golden. Neon and Rika-chan were absolutely right.
I got some jelly beans. I like jelly beans.
Keiichi not drinking his respect woman juice. When does he ever drink that juice, Wu? He's never respected women. Keiichi is fucking disgusting true. I was going to pat Reina on her shoulder and tell her to cheer up when I saw her next, but now I know that would have been one-sided on my part.
I got some jelly beans. I like jelly beans.
Golden, you've got to spare me, man. I do like jelly beans, though. Thank you.
I got some jelly beans. I like jelly beans.
What does that mean? It means to spare me. Reina doesn't want to feel down. Doesn't want to feel down herself. She wants to cheer up if at all possible. Spare change? No, please. Like, I'm very serious. Please stop it.
I got some jelly beans.
Oh my god.
I like jelly beans.
Oh, you're killing me, Golden. I think that's like a bowling term. Mochi wants to be bowled. I will. At least to commit Undertale true pacifist route. I'm giving y'all too much attention. Now y'all been spoiled. She wants to cheer up if at all possible. If I cheered her up irresponsibly.
I got some jelly beans. I like jelly beans.
She'd be very disappointed. Because she'd think that I didn't understand her pain. Spoilers. No more spoiling. No more. I've had enough!
そうだな。俺、ちょっと人の心ってやつを理解しようとしてなかったな。
Please, Golden. I can't. Golden, if you're gonna give me bits, just do it in one message. Just don't. You're killing me, man. Bear Daddy Patty. Just call me Mochi, man. Just call me Mochi. Y'all have broken me. I don't break easily. But look at what streaming has done to me.
レナを励ましたいのは俺の欲求であってレナの求める
Thank you, Golden. Thank you. Okay, Moch. Oh my god. Golden.
I like jelly beans.
Golden, please. Truly a terrifying existence. Wait, I need to do one more to make it an even number. Puts you about to commit a crime. I really am, man. I'm about to. When I played Higurashi when they cry, and I saw those Higurashi crying, bro, I was like, oh my god, that's when they cry, and I cried. But what is a palindrome? Which one, Mochi? The not like this guy, because that's me right now. That one. Oh my god!
I got some jelly beans. I like jelly beans.
Thank you so much, Golden. I do appreciate you, man. I hope you know that. I appreciate you a lot more than you might think I do. Thank you so much.
俺、ひょっとすると、今日まで何か勘違いをしてたかもしれないぜ。
Palindrome broke on Big Sag. Now for the 5K. No. 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 Do that to somebody that's worth it, like Abby or something. Abby would be worthy of a 5K donation. On that day, I thought I cheered her up. Like Ark? Yeah. Like Abby, Ark, or Prinzy. Any of them, yeah. Just not me. Like Fuki? If Fuki streams. Like Wu? Yeah, Wu. DPM. But I started to doubt if I had reached her heart. I'm gonna leave. No, you stay here, Wu. You don't... Listen, Wu. You don't get to leave. When you're a part of the cult, you don't get to leave. I might have just been dragging her someplace where I wanted her to go. I wasn't on her side in the real sense of the term. All of a sudden, Rika-chan patted my head. Lizards are too easily swayed by guys on all fours. I'm not like that weak wizard subspecies that got wooed by Golden. I am much stronger. I feel dissed.
圭一は一番のレナの味方ですよ。
Strong lizard, true.
それは疑わなくて大丈夫なのです。
俺、また考え事を口に出しちまってたのか？
レナの心には届いてるよ。ケイちゃんはあの日、とても強い力をレナに与えたんだからさ。いやー、でもさ、よくよく思い出すと、すっごい恥ずかしいこと言ってたよね。
I'll say. We heard footsteps from the hallway and everybody started to head back to their desk.
お待たせしました。それでは委員長、号令。起立。
We didn't have a club meeting that day because Reina wasn't around. That worked out for me, because I had an errand to run. It wasn't a big errand. My mom wanted me to use her point card to get some detergent. I didn't see the point of going all the way to the store just to get detergent, but my mom told me to go because she's busy helping my dad with his work. I started walking towards the shopping center. I noticed someone was watching me, hiding behind a distant tree. Oh no, she's gone crazy again, hasn't she? I wonder who would do such a mischievous thing. I stared at them to find out who it was, at which point they emerged.
Oh? Reina じゃねえか。
Reina, no! Don't go crazy again, please. Are you feeling better now? I was about to say that, but I swallowed the words. Somehow, Reina looked very serious.
どうしたんだ？
Uh-oh. Wait, is Reina one of my people? Is she one of the lizard people? Reina put her index finger to her lips and told me to quiet, looked around carefully, and beckoned for me to come over. I had no idea what was going on, but I followed her instructions, shut my mouth, and ran to her. Reina is 100% a lizard person. Reina gestured for me to squat down to hide in the shadow of the bush. I didn't know why I had to do that, but I could ask her the question later. I just followed her orders for now. Reina looked like she was making sure no one was following her. Man, nature is so cool. Nature's epic, man. If it was Mion, she'd do something like this just to fool me. As a joke, but I know Reina doesn't do things like this for fun. I had no idea what kind of situation I'd gotten myself into, but I could feel how tense it was, and I made myself as small as I could.
もういいよ。ごめんね。
The tone of her voice made me relax a little.
どうしたってんだよ、一体。
多分私、誰かに最近後をつけられているの。
Oh, does she have the footstep curse now?
なんだって。
Who would follow her? When I thought about it, I realized how stupid the question was. Okay, so this is the first time I actually see Reina. Well, Reina's been here for a while. And that wrist sure is uncomfortable, huh? Yeah. Yeah, we saw about the wrist. We learned about, like, the nature of why people claw at their throats. It's some kind of maggots that they see. And, yeah. Yeah. No? What do you mean, no? Her wrist is drawn weirdly? Looks fine to me. Like, do that position. Ow. 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 Oh, that is... I guess that is kind of weird. I don't know, maybe that's comfortable for her. You know? Maybe she's double jointed. Comfortable? I don't know, man.
まさか警察かよ。
See, Fuki says it's fine. I'm double twinning and it feels painful. Rina Mamiya and Teppei Hojo. 2 people disappeared. Even though they were awful human beings, the police had to investigate if they found out that they'd gone missing. I'm trying it now and it hurts for sure. I'm also double jointed in my wrist. See, there you go. So Reina's probably double jointed in her wrist. It probably wouldn't be difficult to find out that Rina had often been to Reina's house. But it should be okay. As long as I don't find those bags, it should be okay.
警察なのか、警察じゃないのかわからないけれど。
She's okay with it because she likes pain, the filthy murderer. Listen, don't you diss Reina. Reina's my favorite character, alright? Oh, she moved.
綿流しの夜以降、誰かにずっと見られている気がするの。
Yeah, so she's probably got the footstep curse. Moch likes murder. Now listen.
どういうことだよ。
You can slap your own arm? Yeah, I tried to do that just now and I can't. Once I asked that question, Reina stared directly at me with a blank expression. Her eyes looked as though they were evaluating me. She stared at me as if she was assessing whether I was worth talking to about something very important. Reina squeezed her own wrist tightly, then started talking in a whisper. I can slap upper arm if that counts. I don't think that counts, Ark. Got flexible wrists as well, but I know that position hurts in general.
話してもいいけど、誰にも内緒にできる？
Remember, if you think someone is following you, check cardboard boxes for a man smoking a cigarette. Oh my god.
あ、もちろんだぜ。
Also, you were talking about the maggots under the skin? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
レナがそうしろってんなら、誰にも喋らない。
I watched the anime and thought, haha, weird thing.
ケイチ君なら信用できるよ。
Then I searched it up. It's an actual mental condition. Did you just spoil us, Woo? Did you just spoil us that they are in fact going through a hallucination? SMH. I didn't spoil you. You better not have, because then I'd have to ban you from life. I'm scared. I'm saying it's scared to think that they took it for real. Banned from life. You mean death? That's for you to find out. She smiled and looked around one more time.
連中はひょっとすると、ミオさんのスクラップ帳を探しているのかもしれないの。
No, listen. If you do that, they will take you seriously, Ark. Please don't. For all intents and purposes, Twitch, that was a joke.
ミオさん？
Help me, I'm scared.
で、ああ、看護師の高野さんのことか。あと、スクラップ帳って何のことだ？
I'm being initiated in a weird lizard cult. Well, yeah. Well, what's the problem? You don't like lizards? Are you racist against lizards?
秘密の捜査になっているって言ってたから。
Searches for lizard
多分、
emote.
ケイチ君は知らないよね。
I kinda like the morning gecko. What about Komodo dragons? Do you like Komodo dragons?
高野美代さん、殺されたんだって。
Yup.
え？
Back, sorry, they seem to be running late. No problem, Princey.
いつ？
She told me to be quiet again. They're venomous, right? Komodo dragons? Yeah. So I lowered my voice and let her continue.
綿流しの夜、私たちは美代さんと、あと、富武さんに会ったよね。あの直後に、二人が襲われたんだって。
Oh yeah, Komodo dragons are incredibly dangerous. They're like one of the most effective hunters in the world.
富武さんは、お社様のたたりにあって、喉をかきむしって死んだ。美代さんは、隣の県の山中で焼き殺されていたと言ってたの。
それ、本当かよ。そんなの誰も知らないぞ。
うん。それは、警察が伏せて捜査をしてるからなの。
Lizard dogs.
ひなみ沢村連続開始事件は、今年で5年目になっちゃうでしょ？
Ark, that's a bit late for that rating because they burned her to death in literally every chapter. She has a bad skirt, she could perish. Jesus, Woo. Just look up why. Remember that place I told you about, the Black Lake called Santa Maria del Oro? That drags people in and they disappear? A bunch of Komodo dragons live there. Wait. Prinsey, if that's true, Does that mean that the Komodo dragons, it's the lizard people that are behind Curse of Igarashi? It's the lizard people. I just imagine the Komodo dragon just shooting out of the water. That was the true theory. Oh shit, he sold the story. Reina's gonna take off her mask and is gonna be a lizard person. Oh god.
だから変に騒がれたくないんで事件を公にしていないんだって。
It's not cursed, it's just Komodo dragons. Hey, maybe Komodo dragons are supernatural in nature, so it could still be a curse.
なるほど。秘密捜査なのは分かったが、レナはそんな話どこで聞いたんだよ。
内緒だよ。私、実は大石っていう沖宮署の刑事さんと連絡を取り合っているの。その人に教えてもらった。
どうして大石って人がレナに？
さあ、ちょっとそこはわからない。彼が言うには、私なら信用できそうだからって言うんだけどね。
But there were huge lizards walking around everywhere, and I was told to stay away. Fred, let's see who's really behind the Curse of Higurashi. Pulls off mask, the mystery gang. Komodo dragons! Komodo dragons! then the thing bites Fred's neck and rips his trachea out. And they're like, oh my god! It's a fucking Komodo dragon! I was dumbfounded to hear all of this. Scooby-Doo is fucking screaming and crying, ruh-roh. That's extremely funny to me. The fucking lizard people, Shaggy's just high. Oh my god. But I knew she wasn't lying. If it was Mion, she'd be sticking her tongue out by now, but Reina wouldn't make a joke out of something like this.
ミオさんが殺された理由は、多分彼女の研究のせいだと思うの。
Like, wow, Scoob, is that a Komodo dragon eating Fred's neck? Reggie, Red's fucking dead. We gotta get out of here. Reggie, run. Oh my god.
ミオさんがこの村の歴史とか民族学とかそういうのを熱心に調べてたって知っている？
Sorry for spoiling Higurashi like that. No, you didn't spoil it. I discovered it. I knew it was the lizard people. I'm losing it at Raggy Red's fucking dude. You're banned from life. True. That's 2 people banned from life for spoiling me now. Oh my god. It's okay, I didn't spoil the part where Shaggy eats the Komodo dragon and saves the day. Wait, oops. Ark, no! Oh my god. Ugh.
なんとなくは聞いたことある。
Takano-san was interested in the occult and in mysterious things. I remember Mion once told me that she was studying the village's legends of man-eating demons out of curiosity.
彼女は多分その研究の中でこの村に関するある重要な秘密を知ってしまったの。あるいは彼女はそんなにも確信には踏み入ってなかったのかもしれないけど、そうは思われなかったんだろうね。
ちょっと待て。この村の秘密ってなんだよ。
私はミオさんのスクラップ帳をほんの数冊借りて読んだだけ。でも彼女が特に大事にしていた秘蔵の数冊だから、かなり重要なことが記してあったと思う。
Did I miss anything in chat? I specifically remember a natural geographic showing some lizards mating live on screen and Baby Ark being slightly traumatized. Oh god. I'm just frantically searching up all these lizards. Reminds me of that Eminem song.
だから多分ミオさんが至ろうとしていたことに8割方ぐらいは近づいていると思うの。でもあまりに突拍子もなくて私にはまだ信じられない。ミオさんの想像が正しいかどうか検証してる段階なの。
で、何なんだ一体。秘密を知ると殺されるっていう、この村の秘密ってのは。
I gasped the moment those words left my mouth. If Reina told me, I might get killed too.
圭一君にはまだ全部話したくない。確証が持てたら話すね。だってそれくらいに途方もないとんでもない話だから。
The Mexican bearded lizard looks so stupid. Don't you call lizards stupid?
確証ってなんだよ。
例えば予備知識のないことは私自らがその存在を検証できているけど、他にもたくさん未検証のことがあるの。
Why it head like that? Why is your head like yours, Wu? Huh? 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 It doesn't feel so good, does it? Huh? Huh?
それらを埋めていかないと私ですらにわかには信じられない。
My head is beautiful. I'd win in a pageant against that lizard? I don't know. Hard to say. Maggots? I was totally lost now, and I wanted to ask her some questions, but I decided not to cut in. If the medal was rewarded for best head shape specifically. Mochi's crushing on my people. Oh boy. It was so hot outside. But Reina held her arms if she was cold.
レナ、俺はいつだってお前の味方なんだからな。
Mochi's crushing on a Mexican bearded lizard. That is not what that meant. And you know that's not what that meant.
俺だけは信用してくれて構わない。
ありがとう。その一言がすごい嬉しい。
From her expression alone, I could tell that she really meant it. I could also tell that she was involved in something very big. That she felt lonely because she couldn't tell anybody else about it. I had to be on her side while she was going through a difficult time.
私とね、今日ここで出会ったことは内緒にした方がいいと思うの。私と接触があったことが知られたら、圭一君にも危害が及ぶかもしれないから。
わかった。俺に何か協力できることはないのかよ。
今はない。でも、協力をお願いできることが分かっただけで、今の私には心強いよ。
Boy, we love shitty parents, don't we? I've had my fair share of not so great dads, so I can relate to that. Some that I couldn't trust, or some that did unspeakable things that I would rather not talk about, but yeah. Yeah. And he crossed you too, yeah, truly.
I love you.
Aw. Thank you. Thank you, Princey. My parents are just silly. Nah, your dad plays FIFA. That means he's unepic, so... Sad that.
最後には頼らせて。ね。
おう。
He keeps asking me to play FIFA with him.
任せとけ。
Wait, no. Wait, no. No, wait. Woo, I think I know your dad. I think I saw him on YouTube once. Hold on, I definitely saw him. If it was, like, FIFA related. No. I'm pretty sure I saw him. Give me a second. Pause.
Tradable in the club as well. Come on. Walk out again! Let's go! German. Royce! Oh, let's go! That's class!
Just the despair. Who's this man was having? I don't know what the context is. I think it's like a FIFA gotcha. But like it's just when he pulls that character, he has like the look of absolute oh wait, wrong thing. Whoops, don't look at my files. He has this look of absolute dread. It's like I don't know why it's funny. Just like, not that guy. So that was your dad, right, Woo? Raina pushed my head into the bush. Yes, he is part of the gotcha. I went along with it and crouched down even lower in the bushes. I stayed quiet for a while. I could hear a car coming closer, and after a while, a white van passed by. I was surprised at her hearing. She heard the car coming when it was still far off in the distance.
今の車、ナンバー見えた。
いや、ごめん。見えなかった。
私もちょっと見えなかったけど、多分さっきと同じナンバーの車だと思うの。
その、レナを尾行しているとかいう連中か？
They're fired?
多分。普段車なんか通らない道で、今日は何度も追い上げられるの。その度に私は隠れてやり過ごしているからいいんだけど、どうもおかしい。
Just putting yourself harder? Oh, Jesus.
そいつらなのか？高野さんたちを殺して、レナが持ってるスクラップ帳を狙っているという連中は。
多分。
I don't blame her for not being able to believe what's going on, because this is really crazy. Takano-san uncovered something really significant through her studies. The people who want that information hidden found out about it, and they killed her on the night of Watanagashi, copying the curse of Oyashiro-sama. They're looking for the scrapbooks, the fruits of her research, and Reina has them. That's why they're trying to kill Reina?
じゃあ、レナの家が危ないってことはないのか？
I can't get the image out of my head of Golden just on all fours like the Grudge.
大丈夫。スクラップ帳はゴミ山の私の隠れ家に隠してある。お父さんが不安だけど、何も知らないからこそ何も危害が及ばないかもしれない。圭一くんが言わなくても顔に書いてあるよ。突拍子もない話でとても信じられない。でしょ？
I wanted to deny it, but I felt bad to lie. I remained silent in the affirmative.
それが当然の反応。私だってミオさんのスクラップ帳を読み始めた最初はなんだこりゃって思って全然信じられなかったもの。すべてに目を通してようやく何かの筋が見えてきたんだもん。
すまん。もちろん、レナの味方になりたいのは本心だ。でも、話が全然見えないんで、どう助けてやればいいかわかんないんだ。
話せば、圭一くんの身にも危険が降りかかるよ。
レナにはすでに降りかかってるんだろ？ならおあいこだぜ。気にするな。
わかった。話す。多分、ミオさんたちを殺したのは、ひなみ沢御三家。
Man, I love Mochi streams. Good people and good times, and Mochi is there, I guess. Man, I can't even say that you're wrong. I can't even debate that. You know, I feel like her right hand looks to be in a very uncomfortable position now. Yeah, people were talking about that earlier.
もっとはっきり言ってしまえば、みーちゃんの家である、園崎本家。
Well, nope, she's in the wrong.
どうして？
Give me the corresponding emote.
圭一くんも、過去の連続開始事件は知ってるよね。
ああ。ダム戦争の時の村の旧敵ばかりが毎年犠牲になっていくっていう、あれだろ？
この連続開始事件は、ダム戦争の清算のようなものなの。 村の裏切り者を片付けることによって本当の意味でダム戦争を終わらせようとする。
確かに、そう見えないことはないよな。誰もがはっきりと口にはしないが、うすうすと園崎家の仕業だと疑ってるみたいな話は聞いたことある。
Oh, alright. I'll check it out. I don't know how to feel about that image. And I don't know how to feel about the fact that I'm the first one that's seen that. Thank you for hydrate, soldier.
I love you.
God dang it.
Whoa, 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 hey, 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 hey!
Ark, please. Please,
What
man.
the dog doing?
Ark, I'm begging.
でも、裏切り者を制裁するなら、別に綿流しの場にこだわらなくてもいいんじゃない？
Beg more. It's almost 3 a.m. You should probably go to sleep, Woo.
毎年、たたりで一人、鬼隠しで一人なんて、スローペースで殺す必要はない。そうでしょ？
Maybe one day. Oh my god. I've never heard the words deeming it away before, but Raina clearly thought they have some kind of creepy, significant meaning. So I decided not to cut in.
つまり、これらの連続開始事件は、綿流しの祭りに神聖性を取り戻そうとする意志があるの。
God dang it, soldier.
もっと踏み込んで言うと、明治以降に失われた鬼ヶ淵村の神聖性を取り戻すための段階的イベント。
Beg, Mochi, beg. I'm not begging nothing.
彼らは最終的には太古の昔にそうだったような原理的なお社様信仰を復活させることを目的としている。
お社様信仰。古出神社のことか。
Golden's face is so red.
そう。古出神社って崇められていると思う？お年寄りの人は敬っているけど、それだけだよね。子供たちは境内を遊び場くらいにしか思ってないし、ほとんどの村人たちも地域の集会所くらいにしか思っていない。その神聖性は失われている。それがダム戦争をきっかけに蘇ったの。
So maybe Rika is behind a lot of it.
彼らはそれをお社様信仰を復活させるいい機会だと捉えた。
Rika is sus. True.
ってことは、つまり、お社様信仰の信者たちが、裏で暗躍しているってことか。
Oh my god. I don't know why that scared me so much.
そういうこと。そもそもお社様信仰は御三家によって管理されていた。だから御三家には現代にも脈々とお社様信仰を復活させなければならないという至上目的が受け継がれているの。
Oh boy.
それを思えば、御三家がダム戦争中に村を一丸にまとめたり、廃れかけていたお社様を引き合いに出し、古出神社にわざわざ同盟事務所を設けた理由も透けて見えてくる。
Wait, Lily also has an Among Us emote? Wait, hers is also called sus? Nah, she's gonna have to pay me royalties, Mura. I came up with the sus emote. How do we copy strike? She stole it from me. Can we copy strike Lily Necromantic? Rika is just too short. It's really suspicious. She could sneak in little holes and shit. Oh man.
じゃあ、
Sounds so...
ひなみ沢村連続開始事件ってのは、ひなみ沢御三家。
No. No. I own the word sus. Like how the Fine Bros tried to get the React word, I did that, but with sus. That's my word. Every time you say sus, you owe me exactly 5 cents.
いや、お社様を信仰する盲信的な集団の仕業。
Their community is gonna sue you, Mochi. You stole their likeness. Nah, I also own the copyright for bears. Throws 18 nickels at Mochi. Thank you. Finally, profit.
なら待てよ。どうして高野さんが殺されなきゃならないんだ？
Fun fact, you actually can't copyright words like that. Says who? Says your mom. Oh my god. It's just... Shut up, Woo. L plus ratio. You just got destroyed by facts and logic, Woo.
それは御三家が鬼ヶ淵村と呼ばれた太古からずっと隠してきたこの村のある重大な秘密に関係があるの。それを暴かれるとお社様という神の神聖性が失われる。だから彼らはミオさんの研究が確信に近づいたことを知り消したの。
Man, Golden really pulled out the points up glasses. Actually, it's sus them out. Man, shut up, Ark. Man, shut up, Ark. It's time to bully Ark. This is now a bully Ark stream. What the fuck? Leave? No, wait.
その重大な秘密ってのは何なんだ？
Short for suspicious pussy. Oh my god.
それを知ると俺も狙われるってんだろうけど上等だぜ。
だからそれはまだ言いたくない。
How fun guys, Ollie's outie. Oh my god.
私自身が10割の確証を得るまで言いたくない。多分今ここで話しても圭一君は耐えきれなくなって笑い出してしまうに違いないもの。
おいおい、俺がそんな奴に見えるかよ。
Yes, Keiichi. We all think you're that kind of guy.
もう少し時間が欲しいの。
Mochi, why did you kill Armstrong? Listen, you gotta take that up with Twitch sound alerts, not me. Alright, they've been messing up.
あまりの事実に私ですら受け入れきれていないの。だからもう少し時間を欲しいの。
I gotta go to sleep now too. No problem, Woo. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. We really appreciate you. Can you redirect me to Twitch sound alerts? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just soundalerts.com. I think. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. If you look up Twitch sound alerts, it's like the first thing.
お願い。
わかった。
今日ここで話したことは誰にも喋っちゃダメだよ。
You know Keiichi is immediately gonna tattle about all this. You know he is.
みーちゃんとリカちゃん、もちろんさとこちゃんにもダメ。
わかったよ。
じゃあケイチ君はもう行って。私はもう少し辺りを伺ってから行く。用心に過ぎるということはないからね。
Reina ducked low in the bushes and moved away. I was left alone there. The cries of the cicadas surrounded around me, making it seem as if I was alone there the whole time. I started walking, still dumbfounded. In the end, Reina didn't tell me the secret because she was afraid of putting me in danger. But she told me clearly that there are people who want to resurrect the cult of Oyashiro-sama. And that they're among us, that they're among the 3 families that control the entire village. They orchestrated the series of mysterious deaths for that purpose. And they killed Takano-san because she got too close to the secret they wanted to hide. Amogus. Reina met Takano-san and happened to obtain the scrapbooks in which Takano-san wrote about her research. Reina still can't believe the secret written in the scrapbooks because it's just too crazy. Hey. Come on, Reina. You're kidding me, right? It's like one of those comic book stories. The mysterious occult group is plotting a conspiracy. I mean, it's not even funny as a joke. But Reina's right about one thing. Even if this is true, it's really hard to believe. I understand why Reina wanted to wait to tell me the secret. Maybe she was just fooled by Takano-san. But Takano-san was murdered for real. So is it also true that someone's following Reina, looking for the scrapbooks? I remember. Reina said that a white van was following her. You can see white vans anywhere. I bet there are a lot in this village alone. She might just be oversensitive to everything right now. Reina hasn't recovered from the shock since that day. That's probably why she got the idea into her head that the police or someone else is coming after her. I didn't cut in while she was talking. I think I did the right thing. If I had said that it was ridiculous or something to her face, Reina wouldn't have ever trusted me again. At that point, however, I gasped. A white van was parked on the side of the street. Uh-oh. I wasn't sure if this was the same car that passed by earlier, since I didn't see the plate number. But the number of the people in the car and the ambience of it was similar to the one earlier. Oh, thank you for the pets, Princey. And there's one other thing that looks suspicious about it. There was no reason to park there. It was on a small road in the middle of the woods. There's nothing around here. No traffic lights, no vending machines, and no public phones. They just want to give you candy. You could trust the people. God dang it, soldier. I probably wouldn't notice it under ordinary circumstances, but I felt something was wrong. And once I noticed how odd it was definitely suspicious. There were 4 men in work uniforms in the white van. The driver was smoking a cigarette, but the other men were just sitting there doing nothing. We are on record pace. If they wanted to take a break or have a smoke, they could have chosen a better place than here. It was possible that they stopped because they had to go to the bathroom really badly, but it didn't seem that way either. They didn't look as comfortable or relaxed like they would if they were taking a break. They looked like they were waiting for something to happen. There was a deep tension in that car. Could they possibly be waiting for Reina? No way. I didn't see anybody walking around here. This road is a back road. Nobody really uses this road, let alone by car. But it's impossible. I felt bad for Reina to even think about it. But this must be something that she got into her head. Because she's feeling victimized or something. She must be imagining things because she's still nervous from when her friends caught her in the act of killing Rina and Teppei.
兄ちゃん、
Uh-oh. I heard someone say that when I passed by the van. He couldn't mean me. He didn't even know who I was. So I assumed he was talking to one of the other people in the car. I pretended I didn't hear him and I kept walking by. And then he said it again. And honked the horn as well.
兄ちゃん、すまんね。学校の帰り会ね。
He had a strong accent similar to that of the older villagers. He must live here, but I didn't know him. I could tell he didn't know me either because he didn't call me by name.
はい、そうですけど。
兄ちゃん、学校からこの道をずっと歩いてきたんで。ちょうど文房具屋の角を曲がって。
そうですけど。何か？
They were probably lost, I thought. This village has many small turns, and you can easily get lost when you try to take a shortcut. So they must have been waiting for someone to ask for directions. But then he said something disturbing.
兄ちゃんさ、この道の途中で女の子に会わんかったかいね。
Oh shit.
え、え？
白い帽子に白い服を着た女の子なんよ。紫のリボンもついとん。会わんかったかいね。
They were definitely talking about Reina.
いえ、会ってないです。
I wasn't ready to hear them ask that. Rather, I was scared. That's why my voice got all shaky. Up until that point, I couldn't believe Reina's story. I'm not getting in that van for jelly beans. I thought it was ridiculous. I actually laughed, if only to myself. That's why I wasn't ready at all. My heart was beating fast and I was sweating all over. I immediately answered, no, I didn't, but it might have sounded like an obvious lie. The driver stared into my eyes. It looked like he was trying to figure out if I was lying or not, and my legs started to shake. I felt like a frog under the glare of a snake, and I couldn't move a muscle for a while. Don't you diss jelly beans. But I think the same went for those men, too. They were clearly a suspicious group, and they had just asked a villager about a girl out of the blue. Anybody would get suspicious. And I was right. The man broke the ice and started making excuses before I even asked him why he wanted to know about the girl.
ああ、そんな深い意味はないんね。さっき女の子を追い抜いたのによ。来たのが男の子だったから、あれと思っただけなんね。
そうですか。
忘れてえな。ごめんな、兄ちゃん。うちら、もう行くんて。
The man started the engine and drove away. After they left, I saw nothing. That's right. Nothing. There was no reason why they had to park there. So, were they really waiting for Reina? Who knows?
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Lunch takeout list 2. Haha, the bricks still don't work. Haha, get trolled. Let's see. Furthermore, it's important that we closely monitor our father. Since he has also suffered mental shock from the divorce and has been trying hard to take care of the patient, there's a strong possibility he may develop an induced delusional disorder. As the first step of mental care, one should listen to the patient's story carefully without denying it. That's the most basic of basics. However, when the patient and the listener are related, it's easy for the listener to become deeply influenced by the patient's delusions. I did not turn off bricks. Additionally, delusional parasitosis is widely known to make people highly impressionable, and the influence sometimes can spread throughout a whole community. Therefore, even if several people claim to acquire a parasitic infection, it doesn't necessarily prove the existence of a parasite. Some of the phone calls to the healthcare centers for the extermination of pests are nothing but a mass delusion. I don't have proof you didn't. Since the subject matter of the delusion in this case is extremely rabid, the patients might harm or even kill each other in abnormal ways, believing this to be the treatment for the disease. They might also give up hope and commit suicide together in the worst case. This influential delusional disorder, otherwise known as shared psychotic disorder, shows a particularly strong possibility of influencing close companions. Effing save, Booch. I'm in the tip, man. Give me a second. Anyone who's going to contact the patients must be made to understand that the patients are under medical treatment and must be warned not to be influenced by the patient's delusions. Individuals who are likely to be easily influenced are the patient's families, members, and people who deeply care about the patient, such as boyfriends or girlfriends. Okay. Okay, now I'll save. I wasn't gonna forget, motherfucker, relax. Although I guess I can't really say that because I've forgotten the last couple of times. That is it for me today. Never save your game, especially after getting a shiny. That's bad advice, man. That's just bad advice. Who are we gonna raid today? Let's just raid Abby. Abby is like my... I have no one else to raid, so let's just raid Abby. This is... Spare random on time. Okay. Break your console. Raid Abby Zab. And this is the raid message. This is the greatest bear raid of all time. Alright guys, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I had a really good stream today. I got to talk to y'all and have a good old time. Good old grand old time as always. But I'll see y'all later. If you haven't already, please follow AbbyZab. Show her lots of love from the Mochi community. I'll see y'all around. Hope y'all have a good day, and bye-bye.
I can't wait to show you all. And hi, Nexus, welcome. Use it on Big's Field one day. Ow!